Hey, welcome back to Jeremy's Drum Pad. So today we're going to talk a little bit about our hands and exactly what I expect of our hands. I'm going to exaggerate because of a poor camera angle. I'll hold them up. I'll show you exactly what we're going to do. But it's very simple what I expect of you. Now I give you a whole bunch of tools. We'll talk about multiple ways through other videos on how to hold the sticks and what we're supposed to do. So simply put, we're going to start off with how to hold the stick. Now I use Vic Firth sticks. You can kind of see that with the glare. But most Vic Firth sticks, if not all of them, have a flag. Now, we have a fulcrum. A fulcrum is the pivot point, kind of like a seesaw or a teeter-totter, if you guys don't know what those are. Now, the first thing we do is we're going to grab that, and we're going to make sure that fatty part of our thumb is kind of near that flag. It doesn't have to be right on it. It can be a little above it, a little below it, but somewhere near it. And we're going to put our first finger right across from that. Now, with these other three fingers, we're going to gently wrap them across. First rule. The stick, when you play, can leave the palm. It can leave this. It cannot leave these fingers. These fingers always need to be on there, guys. That's very important. We'll talk more about that later if you guys don't already know. Now, that's simple on how we hold the stick. If you guys have questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll help talk you through that. So the next thing we have is how we're going to hold the sticks above the pad. And there's a pad right out of the frame. So we'll make do because we're not going to hit it. But always above the pad. And you'll know if you see my sticks, it's not on the pad, because if you have a real snare drum, touching the pad or touching the head will make a buzz sound. We don't want that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to hold our sticks above that. Now, we all like pizza. I like pizza. I'm sure you guys like pizza, cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, whatever your favorite pizza is, imagine that. Now, so we want to make our first thing our piece of pizza. Now, that's our piece of pizza. This triangle that I'm creating with the sticks in my hands, envision a piece of pizza. Use a little imagination. It's good for our creativity. Now, we don't want a super small piece of pizza. We don't want a super big piece of pizza. Note that my elbows changed mostly in that. When I did that, super small, super big, it's an elbow thing. It's not always. You can do some weird stuff with your hands, but you want your whole body just kind of be relaxed. So my arms are comfortably relaxed. They're not too far forward. They're not too far in. They're right there, giving us this kind of piece of pizza right here. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about kind of what our hands are supposed to do. The next thing is our hands need to be flat. Now we'll talk more about techniques. Now I want to say this real quick disclaimer. Technique is subjective to change, so bear with me if we change a little bit later. That's fine. This is a very stock beginner technique. It's designed to mostly keep you away from injury in your hands and wrists. So remember that. Just kind of bear with me. Do what I say. I promise it's good stuff. So the first thing we got is we have that piece of pizza. Now after the piece of pizza, you guys like cookies. I'm sure you can balance anything on your hand, any dessert thing. But let's have cookies because we're going to have a full meal when we're done with this. So we have a chocolate chip cookie on the hand. Now it has to be flat. Otherwise it won't bounce. If my hand's like this, the cookie slides right off into the floor. And my dog's actually sleeping right there. You can't see her. Maybe at the end of the video I'll show you my dog, but she'd eat my cookie and I wouldn't have any more cookies. So you want to make sure that no dogs are going to get your cookies. Both hands are flat like that, so that when you hit, they stay kind of flat. They don't turn, they don't do anything weird. No, this is called slicing, none of that. Very nice up and down motion. You can see up and down. It ends up being a door knocking motion, a very nice door knocking motion. So that's the next thing. Now, on your pad, if you have a pad like mine, you might not, but I have this fancy 12-inch Vic Firth pad. Now, it's double-sided, but on mine, it's just big open surface. So what I want you to think about is a soda. Now, if you guys know that soda, an iced soda, for instance, will leave a ring on your pad, such as the condensation ring. Pretend that's water ring. Now, if that's a water ring or a condensation ring, that's our playing surface or our playing area. We don't want to hit outside of that. We want to work on hitting right in that playing surface. So, that's it. And 3 things to remember: piece of pizza, Coke, and a cookie on top of your hands, right? We have a full meal. Hey, if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at jeremyabailey@gmail.com. I'll post a link in the bottom for you so you guys can just click or copy and paste. Or feel free, while you're down there at the bottom, to leave a comment about the video. It's still a little rusty around the edges, but it's going to come along, and I hope that you guys enjoy these and gain something from them in your playing and in your knowledge of drums, etc., so on and so forth. But anyways, until the next video, thanks for watching. And as promised, this is Rosie. Hey, say hi. Yeah, she'll eat all them cookies.